for having me here in this forum, Future Aviation Forum. I thank from my side and from Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal side to General Authority of Civil Aviation, Saudi Arabia. Nepal is located in between a huge country like China and India. Three sides of our border, there is China, there is India, and the northern side of our country, there is China. So three side India and one side China. So its location is very strategic location. If you see by length, it is some 900 kilometer, and if you see by breadth, it is 150 kilometer. And there are three ranges basically in Nepal. If you see in the north, there are high Himalayas, height up to 28,000, more than 28,000 feet, right? And then going forward to south, there are green hills, valleys, right? And then even if you go to south, then there is plain land, fertile land, dense forest, with the perennial rivers starting from a lap of the mountains. And we have a population like 30 million, and our main occupation is agriculture, and other sectors are growing as well. So for Nepal, aviation is like a basic lifeline because we have many places in hills and mountains, right? So we have 54 airports, we have 3 international airports, and 10 airports in plain area, and 33 airports in mountainous area. So we have not built all-weather road to every parts of the country. So for us, aviation or airports are the only means to serve our people. May it be transportation of salt, clothes, and books for the students, everything. So for others, aviation may be pleasure kind of things. For Nepal, for us, it is a basic things, basic lifeline, and it's a reliable mode of transportation for us. And equally, it has become a great economic engine for our economy to foster tourism, for business, and for connection domestically, right? We have more than 10 million passengers, both domestic and international. So, in a sentence, I can say that Nepal is a very beautiful country. No country in the world you can find. In a sentence, I can say that it's a heaven.
Wonderful. Let's move to talking about challenges, and I kind of want to ask this question in two parts. We have global challenges that we all face that uniquely affect your nations, and one of those challenges is climate change. And then we also have challenges that are unique to your civil aviation sectors. And I'd like to start, if we can, just sort of talking about the general challenges that you're facing globally that we all share, and then evolve your answer into an answer about unique challenges you're facing locally.
Okay, let me begin with the aviation first. I already explained to you that we have airports in a high altitude. So high altitude, more runway slopes, narrow valleys, unpredictable weather, right? And if you see, you can compare, like the aircraft manufactured in Canada and in Europe, which are still airport, their maximum height they can fly is 12,000, right? But we have height more than 28,000. So it means that you have to navigate between the narrow valleys. So aircraft is flying between the valleys, and if you see either side of the aircraft is below the height of the mountains. So it's a great challenge for us. And most of the hydrological models fails here in Nepal. And you cannot say what will happen after 1 second. Nepal weather is unpredictable. If after 1 second, after 2 seconds, suddenly cloud can come and cover up, right? So it's a challenge for us. And Being a small country, there are opportunities and challenges when you are in between such a giant country, right? In some cases, we have to say yes, but they have freedom to say no. That's challenges for us. So it's always, I already told you that it's an opportunity to be in between, and it's challenges for us also, right? And if you see the other challenges, like climate change, Nepal is the country who is badly affected by the climate change. Our white snow mountains are being converted into the black stone, right? And the sources of our perennial river is being, diminished. And we have a lot of disaster due to water induced hazard, like flood and avalanches, untimely broken off, lakes, outburst of lakes, and landslides. So for us, the climate change is a big issue, and it's not a issue of Nepal only. Okay, if your perennial river is being smaller and smaller, then it will affect all over the world. Your ocean is also in danger, right? So we are in a very critical stage, and for us, climate change is a crucial issue, and we are making it in loud sense, right? Uh, Please support Nepal in a climate change, because if we suffer, the rest of the world has to be suffered, right? So that's the climate change issue. And being a small country, being not economically, capable country, there is a problem of investment. There is a problem of challenges of manpower to be, they're going from their home country to abroad for work, right? If you see in Gulf country, you have around 2.7 million, 17 and 18% of our population are here in the Middle East and Gulf, right? So it's a challenge for us because our workforce, they're going abroad, living their days. That's the challenges.
Dr. Vanolia?
Thank you very much. Just touch on the challenges from the global perspective and from Tonga. Definitely we feel the same challenges in terms of the lack of technical skills, technical funding for to meet ICAO standards and recommendation, lack of appropriate infrastructure. We felt that, but I felt like in a different manner. We don't have training facilities within the island. We have to travel overseas to do those training, technical training that's needed to support our aviation sector. We need to get infrastructure to Tonga, and being isolated from the rest of the world, that's very costly for us. So I think it's a paradox on its own. We rely heavily on the aviation sector to develop our economy in terms of the tourism. But we also need to be mindful of making sure that it's sustainable and mitigating the climate change, as mentioned by my colleague here. Definitely, it's been felt in the Pacific nations, the climate change, the impact of the climate change. I can't stress it enough from our perspective. It's beautiful in our islands, but we are sinking as we are experiencing at the forefront of the impact of the climate change. This is evident in the unprecedented Hunga Tonga Hunga Hapai volcanic eruption and tsunami back in 2021-22. It was described as the biggest volcanic eruption in the 20th and 21st century. But it just shows how resilient our people is, but also highlighting the importance of the aviation sector. We couldn't communicate with our external partners, so we have to rely heavily on the aviation sector. But I guess the message here is we are wanting to develop, but definitely in a sustainable manner. So we are fully supporting the ICAO initiative to mitigate the climate change impact not just for the aviation sector, but also the nation and the region as it impact our livelihood. Thank you.
So I want to wrap up with this. We're gathering here in Riyadh, a nation that has transformed itself, one of the greatest transformations in the history of humanity. It's happening right now. It's a testament to what can be done when there is a vision and a strategy and there's a way to go forward and a plan. And I want to ask you both about your future and your plan for the future, your interest in attracting investments into your country, and what's your vision going forward? Please, Pradeep.
From my side, okay. Thank you. The major sectors of investment in Nepal could be tourism, right? Hydropower, and I must say agriculture also. And there are a lot of sectors that we have a much potential. See, if you see Nepal tourism perspective, we have world highest peak, Mount Everest. Not only one Mount Everest, we have more than 7 mountains which are tallest in the world out of 10, right? And there are enormous opportunity of tourism. So like mountaineering, trekking. If you see the adventurous tourism like paragliding, I mean, ultralight aircraft flying, skydiving. So you can find a lot of opportunities of tourism in mountainous area. So if you come down to the hill, we have a very beautiful valleys, very beautiful hills and very beautiful cities, full of lakes, caves, right? Waterfalls, everything. So, and if you see on the plain side of the country, you can find dense forest, and we have several national parks. You can see 100 rhinos, tigers, elephant, and many endangered animal and birds. And all these are embarrassed with the mountains and perennial rivers. So it's a very beautiful country, and for that we have constructed 3 international airports in Nepal, and we have many airports in mountainous areas. So I can say that the infrastructure is now ready, right? So we need more investment in airline, in hotel, in restaurant, right? So that we can make a tourism hub in Nepal. You cannot find a natural air-conditioned country like Nepal. See, you can wear a same kind of dress all around the year, neither hot nor cold. So that's a very beautiful part of this nation, right? So tourism is a opportunity for the private investment, and we are making investment-friendly regulation, legal provisions, and visa systems, everything, investment-friendly, and our society is investment-friendly society. So I invite all of you to invest in the tourism sector, and it is another important place, that is Lumbini. That is the birthplace of Gautam Buddha. We have millions and millions of Buddhists all over the world, and we have recently built new international airport in Lumbini. So we have a direct connection. We can connect Buddhist people directly to the place of birthplace of Lord Buddha. So that is another area that a private party can invest, right? And then if you see the hydropower, we are talking about the clean energy, right? We are talking about the sustainable energy. We are talking about the reducing carbon policy. So we have a 83,000 megawatt potential of hydropower. It is almost second largest in the globe after Brazil. So you can generate hydropower. We can, with that electricity, we can operate the industry. You can operate the airports. So now I've been listening many talk yesterday and the before yesterday globally about the sustainable airport, the sustainable energy. So we have a very big potential in hydropower also. And for agriculture, I must say that we have a fertile land. which is very, very favorable for the organic food, organic fruits, organic vegetables to grow up. We have plenty of water to irrigate to them. It's the fertile lands. So if you imagine that, you see, more than 2.7 million of our workers, our labor force is working here in the Middle East, right? Imagine all these are working in Nepal, in their hometown, and they're sending the green vegetables to the Middle East to buy direct flight. So that will create an environment with the agriculture, of the connectivity of the airline, of the airports, and there will be peace at home, peace in the mind, and peace in the world, because everybody is working at home, right?
Daynal, we only have a few minutes left. That was a great answer. Please wrap it up for us. Talk about some of the vision in the future, and look forward for us in just a few minutes, please.
Thank you very much. So we'd like to invite everybody here to come and visit our beautiful island of Tonga. But definitely we need investors and development partners to help us have a more robust air transport sector and connectivity to make sure that we are providing and supporting tourism sector. Definitely we need support in the aviation sector. So there is opportunity and potential within the Pacific in our beautiful paradise. And I would like to invite you all and also investors to look into this one and also consider sustainable solutions from the aviation sector and also different perspective on how to help get more tourism into Tonga, but also in a sustainable manner. I think
I hate to cut you off, but we must end the session now. This is why I love podcasting. You just let it go as long as you want. But it was lovely to speak with both of you, and we all wish you the best. And I hope to personally visit you very soon. Thank you very much.